Good morning. For all of you joining me, if you are in the South, you know that today was the first day of school or is the first day of school. So, if you've got munchkins that are headed off this week at some point to go back to school, you're probably in all of this flex of what does this look like and what is this new beginning? And hey, my schedule is getting back to normal. I've had lots of conversations with other parents in the last couple of days where people are really excited about the idea of what does this new start look like. And just for fun, whether you believe in all of the astrological things or not, today is also the start of Mercury retrograde, or like as I like to say, Mercury in the microwave. So you'll probably hear me saying that over the next 20 something days that Mercury is in retrograde. And I wanted to chat about this new beginning and things feeling like they're going backwards all at the same time, because I think there's some really great ideas here that we could dissect on this Monday morning. So, if we're thinking about what's happening with Mercury retrograde, so the whole idea of Mercury retrograde is that Mercury is moving backwards. And so it's not actually moving backwards, but to us, it looks like it's moving backwards. So that's where people start to get into all the theories, and I'll let you use the Googles in order to go find all of those things for yourself if that's interesting to you. But then we also have with that the first day of school. And I think that it's really interesting that they're happening simultaneously because of the fact that a lot of times when we start new things, it also feels like we're moving backwards. And so when we're in that space of, okay, I'm going to do that new thing, I'm going to start that new job, I'm going to start that business, I'm going to promote this new product or service, and I'm getting out there in front of people and I'm doing any new thing in my life. A lot of times it feels like we're moving backwards, like we're not good at this yet. And it's sticky and it's messy and it doesn't feel good because we're doing something that we're not practiced at, that there is a higher chance of failure. And because we treat failure in this way of, we don't see failure as something that propels us forward. We see failure as something that holds us back. And when we're in that space, we don't have as much ability to really move ourselves forward in a way that makes sense for us because we're so focused on the failing piece that we're not focusing on how do we move through this failure and saying, hey, this failure is more of just a data piece for me that then pushes me forward to the next thing. So, as you're going through your Monday today, I really want you to think about what are these new things that you're really excited about right now. It's Monday, it's the start of a new month, it's the first Monday of the month, and we get to start the new thing, that new workout plan, that new job, that new business, whatever it is for you, and thinking about, well, what this is going to feel like I'm going backwards in some degrees. I'm not going to feel as good at this at first. And what is your plan of attack when you get into those spaces? Like, what are you deciding in advance that you are going to do when you're like, this doesn't feel good anymore, I don't have the drive to do this anymore? What's still going to propel you forward when that feeling of determination and pushing yourself and what we like to call hustle isn't enough anymore? So I want you to marinate on that. And if you're brave enough to pop something in the comments or send me a DM with what you're planning to do to decide in advance about, I would love to know what you're doing so that we can all collaborate together. And how can I cheer you on in this new endeavor that you're moving forward on? So to let you in on a couple of the new things that I'm doing, I'll be attempting to go live every single day at around this 9 to 9:30 time to just have conversations with you. I also am playing over on the Tiki Talkies and going live every day, Monday through Friday, and just seeing what happens. How are we collecting this different kinds of data and seeing what things work long term for these different platforms? So if you have questions about that, you have interest in what is happening on the back end of what does it look like, Kabrina, when you're going live on TikTok every day? What does it look like when you're going live on all these platforms? What softwares are you using? I'm happy to answer all of those questions for you. You can just drop those in the comments wherever you're watching this, whether you're on LinkedIn or Facebook or YouTube, or you find me over on TikTok when we go live later today. And I will be doing spot coaching as well as answering any marketing business questions over there for an hour later today. So glad that you all could join us, and I will see you tomorrow.